Hi. At the beginning of the January, when I checked the plant that I recently replanted, I realized there were two small tomato plants growing. One of them died, but the other one survived. And this is already then in middle of February. You can see that it has a long stem, which is quite usual for plants that grow without sufficient light, which is it was on the window. I couldn't do much more for it, and I'm just happy it survived. So I asked ChatGTP what to do. He suggested I replant it and I bury the stem because tomatoes are one of the rare plants that can build new roots from their stem, which actually helps them later on. So as you can see, that the rest of my homegrown compost, but now we have the plant, and you will see that the root is not very strong. And I just took some pod that for temporary replanting. I want this plant to get a bit stronger, and when it gets stronger, I will also put it in a bigger pot because another thing that ChatGTP said is that if the tomato is store-bought, which this one definitely is a high chance it's a hybrid. So which means we don't know what type it is, and also there is a high chance that it's a taller grown plant, which means it can grow up to 3 meters. So we will need to repot it a few times after it gets bigger and stronger again. So in this first repotting, my plan was just to give it enough space to grow, and of course to make it easier later on for me to be able just to repot it without exposing the roots. And I just used the normal compost, which according to ChatGTP was also not optimal because these smaller plants benefit from having this special soil that is actually made for growing plants from the seeds. But I just replanted it, I watered it a bit, and was hoping that it will uh, get strong or better again because, like I said, the roots were completely exposed, which was not so good. But these tomato plants, they really are have they're resilient. So, of course, they will, with some care, they will get strong again. For the next day, I just took a picture. You can see that it had a bit of a shock. The leaves were a bit fallen down, and there was also, after I sent the picture to ChatGPT, there was a misunderstanding between me and him. He said I should bury the stem deeper. So after a few days, when the plant got stronger again, I added some soil to bury more of the stem in the soil for now. So the plan is to wait for the rest of the leaves uh, for the new leaves to grow, and this older leaves will probably eventually fall off. So I will, by the next replanting, I will be able to bury even more of the plant in the soil. But for now, it's doing good. Um, it is. It has grown. It's doing much better than it was in the pot with the other plant. So yeah, I just try to add as much soil as I can. And there is also another trick that ChatGTP suggested, and that is that you either put the plant on some draft, like it has very mild wind, kind of like, or like what I'm gonna do is you need to kind of gently uh, stroke it a bit so that it's supposed to get the stem and the root system stronger.